Hey everyone, welcome back to English Voice Podcast. I'm Elena.
And I'm Jax. And I love today's topic because it is one of those things that sounds incredibly simple on the surface, but when you really dig into it, you realize just how much you can do with it in daily English.
That is exactly right. Today we are focusing on two very powerful and very common words in English. I need to. These two words are used in so many different situations every single day. And once you truly understand how to use them naturally, your English will immediately sound more fluent and more confident.
And what I love about I need to is that it is not just grammar, it is life. Because needing to do things is a fundamental part of every human day. We need to eat, we need to sleep, we need to work, we need to communicate. So this phrase shows up everywhere in conversations, in messages, in requests, in explanations, everywhere.
So let's start with the basics. What does I need to actually mean? At its core, I need to means it is necessary for me to do something. It expresses a requirement, something that must be done, either because of an external obligation or because of a personal necessity.
And that is what makes it different from I want to. I want to means I desire something, I would like something, but I need to means I have to do it. It is required, it is important, it cannot be avoided. The difference is between desire and necessity.
Let's look at some simple, everyday examples to make this crystal clear. I need to wake up early tomorrow. That means it is necessary. Maybe I have a flight, maybe I have a meeting, maybe I have something important happening. I am not saying I want to wake up early, I'm saying I have to.
I need to call my mother today. I need to finish this report before 5 o'clock. I need to buy some groceries on the way home. I need to go to the doctor this week. All of these are situations where something is necessary or required. The speaker is not expressing a wish, they are expressing a necessity.
And notice how natural all of those sentences feel. That is because I need to is one of the most commonly used phrases in everyday spoken English. Native speakers use it dozens of times a day without even thinking about it.
Now let's talk about the structure, because I need to is beautifully simple. You say I need to, and then you add the base form of the verb. The verb does not change. It stays in its simplest form. I need to go. I need to eat. I need to sleep. I need to talk. I need to think. Always the base verb after need to.
And this is true regardless of the subject. I need to go. She needs to go. He needs to go. They need to go. The only thing that changes is needs to when you use he, she, or it. For I, you, we, and they, it is always need to. For he, she, and it is needs to. But for today, we are focusing on I need to specifically.
Perfect. So now let's go through the many different situations where you would use I need to in daily life, because this phrase is incredibly versatile and shows up in so many different contexts.
The first situation, talking about daily tasks and responsibilities. This is the most common use. I need to do the laundry. I need to clean my room. I need to pay my rent this week. I need to reply to those emails. I need to pick up my children from school. I need to prepare dinner tonight.
All of these are practical, everyday necessities, things you have to do because life requires them. And notice how I need to makes these sound like real pressing obligations, not optional things, but things that genuinely have to happen.
The second situation, talking about health and taking care of yourself. I need to get more sleep. I need to drink more water. I need to eat something I haven't eaten all day. I need to rest. I've been working too hard. I need to see a doctor about this. I need to take my medication.
These are such natural and common phrases. And notice something important here. When you use I need to in the context of health, it often sounds like you are acknowledging something you already know, but perhaps haven't done yet. There's a slight sense of urgency or self-awareness in these sentences.
That is a great observation. I need to get more sleep sounds like someone who knows they haven't been sleeping enough and they are recognizing that it has to change. There's a self-reflective quality to it. It is honest and real.
The third situation, making requests or explaining your situation to someone else. This is where I need to becomes really important for communication. When you explain what you need to do, you are giving the other person context for your behavior or decisions.
I need to leave early today. I have an appointment. I need to take a break. I've been sitting for 3 hours. I need to make a phone call. Can you give me a few minutes? I need to step outside for a moment. I need to check something on my phone quickly.
And notice how polite and natural these sound. You are not making a demand. You are explaining your situation. You are giving the other person information so they understand what is happening. This is a really important social function of I need to. It is a way of being transparent and communicative without being aggressive.
The fourth situation, expressing urgency. When something is very pressing, very time-sensitive, I need to communicates that urgency effectively. I need to talk to you right now. It's important. I need to leave immediately. I need to call the hospital. I need to fix this before it gets worse. I need to handle this today. It cannot wait.
You can feel the urgency in all of those sentences, and that urgency is communicated purely through the phrase, I need to. It signals to the listener, this is not optional, this is not casual, this is something that has to happen, and it has to happen soon.
The fifth situation, talking about learning, growth, and personal development. This is a really beautiful use of I need to. I need to improve my English. I need to learn how to manage my time better. I need to be more patient. I need to listen more and talk less. I need to stop comparing myself to other people.
These sentences are so honest and self-aware. When someone says, I need to be more patient, or I need to stop worrying so much, they are being vulnerable. They are acknowledging an area where they want to grow. And I need to is the perfect phrase for that, because it combines honesty with intention.
And it sounds much more genuine than I want to in these situations. Compare I want to be more patient versus I need to be more patient. The second one feels more real, more pressing, more like something the speaker truly recognizes as necessary rather than just a vague wish.
The sixth situation, making decisions and setting priorities. I need to think about this carefully. I need to consider all my options. I need to make a decision soon. I need to focus on what is most important right now. I need to stop wasting time and start taking action. These are phrases you might say to yourself or to someone you are talking to honestly about a situation in your life. They reflect a kind of clarity, a recognition that action or thought is required, and that self-directed use of I need to is very powerful.
The seventh situation, in apologies and explanations. This is something people don't always think about, but I need to is used beautifully here. I need to apologize. I should not have said that. I need to be honest with you about something. I need to explain what happened yesterday. I need to tell you something important.
These sentences have a quality of taking responsibility. When someone says, I need to apologize, or I need to be honest with you, it prepares the listener that something meaningful is about to be said. It creates a moment of seriousness and intention. It shows maturity and courage.
Now let's talk about the negative form. I don't need to, because this is equally useful and equally common. I don't need to means something is not necessary, not required, not something you have to do.
I don't need to go to the office today. I can work from home. I don't need to explain myself to anyone. I don't need to rush. There is plenty of time. I don't need to worry about that right now. You don't need to apologize. It wasn't your fault.
And notice that last one, you don't need to apologize. This is such a kind and reassuring thing to say to someone. It tells them that the obligation they feel is not real. It releases them from something. I don't need to and you don't need to are gentle, freeing phrases.
Now let's talk about the question form. Do I need to? This is how you ask whether something is necessary or required. Do I need to bring anything to the meeting? Do I need to make a reservation? Do I need to fill out a form? Do I need to call them first, or can I just show up?
These are such practical, everyday questions, and they are polite, clear, and direct. When you are in an unfamiliar situation, a new job, a new country, a new social setting, being able to ask, do I need to do this or that, is incredibly useful. It shows you want to do the right thing and you are checking to make sure.
Now let's look at some common mistakes people make with I need to and how to avoid them. The most common mistake is using I need to with a gerund instead of a base verb. For example, I need to going. That is incorrect. It should always be I need to go, never I need to going.
Another common mistake is confusing I need to with I need. I need water is correct. I need to drink water is correct, but I need to water without the verb that follows sounds incomplete. Need to always requires a verb after it. You cannot leave the phrase hanging without completing it with an action.
And a very subtle but important point, I need to is slightly more formal and direct than I have to. Both mean something is necessary, but I need to often sounds more personal, more like it is coming from your own sense of what is required. I have to can sometimes sound more external, like a rule or an obligation imposed from outside.
That is a really fine distinction, but it matters. I need to exercise more sounds like personal recognition. I have to exercise more can sometimes sound like a doctor told you to do it. Both are perfectly natural, but the feeling is slightly different.
Now let's do a quick practice section. I'm going to give a situation and Elena will make a natural I need to sentence for it. Ready?
Ready.
Situation 1. You are very tired and you have not been sleeping well this week.
I need to get more sleep this week. I need to go to bed earlier.
Perfect. Situation 2. You have a big presentation at work tomorrow and you are not fully prepared.
I need to prepare for my presentation tonight. I need to go over my notes one more time.
Excellent. Situation 3. You had an argument with a friend and you know you said something unkind.
I need to apologize to my friend. I need to talk to them and explain how I feel.
Beautiful. And situation 4, you have been feeling stressed and overwhelmed and you know you are not taking good care of yourself.
I need to slow down. I need to take better care of myself. I need to stop taking on so much at once.
All of those are absolutely natural and perfect, and this is the beauty of I need to. Once you understand it, it flows into so many areas of your life so naturally.
Let's finish with a list of some of the most useful and most common I need to sentences that you can start using today in your daily English. Practice saying them out loud. Use them in real conversations. Make them part of your everyday language.
I need to get ready. I need to go now. I need to think about this. I need to ask someone for help. I need to make a decision. I need to take a break. I need to focus. I need to be more careful. I need to try harder.
I need to be honest with myself. I need to stop overthinking. I need to move on from this. I need to start fresh. I need to keep going. I need to believe in myself a little more. I need to remember why I started.
And perhaps the most important I need to sentence of all for every English learner out there, I need to practice my English every single day, because every conversation, every sentence, every episode you listen to is a step forward.
That is the perfect note to end on. All right, everyone, that is our episode for today. I hope you feel much more confident using I need to in all the different areas of your daily English conversations.
Thank you so much for listening to English Voice Podcast. Share this episode with someone who is learning English and would love these practical tips. We will see you in the very next episode. Bye, everyone.
Bye!